Oh, he got that note in mid-air. This man's ridiculous. Really, I only rewound it because I wanted to hear Top's oh, oh, oh. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, HARU here. I hope that you are all doing well. Don't you think it's time for me to watch some of Big Bang's live performances? As much as I would like to sit here and watch a concert from start to end, what I'm going to begin with is working my way through the years, seeing their growth through live performances. This is a variety of performances from a variety of different places, but all of your recommendations. To find out what I am reacting to in this video, as always, have a look at the description below. This is a range of performances from 2008 all the way to 2017. Concerts, fan meets, special live performances, and solo concerts as well. What I was actually trying to do is focus on the entire group. However, two members have managed to slip in here with solo performances. Please don't think I'm playing favorites, because if I'm doing this for them two now, I will continue it for the others. You know I like to play fair. I don't have any biases in this group. That is the biggest lie I have ever told in my life. And I will continue telling it till my dying day, okay? Believe me. I'm really excited to see their growth. And you know what? We know that they are one of the only groups that can rework their songs, perform them on stage even better than the music videos, the recorded versions, blah, blah, blah. Do I need to say any more? I clearly do not. I'm starting off here back in 2008, Global Warning Tour. So, is this their first tour? And it would only be fair to start off with their debut song, right? I really love this song. They were so hip hop back then. I mean, I know the music is saying something else, but I mean styling wise. There is no Chanel in sight, no trainers in sight. Well, oh, they sound like the freaking track. You know, when people keep saying that this individual or that group eats CDs, I mean, like, what is the elevation to that? Because Big Bang really do sound like the recording. They do. I cannot tell you how much I love this. Phil, I love it. I love him. I love it when he sings like that. I think he's more well known for the other style of singing, the real like high, loads of riffs and things like that. But actually, what I will say has really just cemented his place in my heart is this, you know, like this lower singing. I'd love for him to sing a ballad full out like this. I love his hair. I mean, come on, he needs to show us his eyes more often. Top looks ridiculous, and I love it. Can you even see it in the early days? They were iconic. They just had this something special that you knew that even 10, 20, 30 years down the line, their music doesn't sound old. It is just so relevant. No matter who is discovering it, at what time, they're always going to be relevant. Sometimes I just think I have the most ridiculous thoughts. You know this. Sometimes I just think when Top's voice broke, when he actually went through puberty, like everyone around him must have just been so frightened, because can you imagine him having like a really high voice and then suddenly one day he opened his mouth and that's what came out? I mean, look at them. What are they? Cargo pants? White tees? Trainers? Nothing fancy on stage whatsoever. Oh! Who are you? Identify yourself. Who flipped? Is that GD? What a show off. Man was feeling himself that day. And every day since.
It's been a long time since I've seen you. You're beautiful forever in my eyes. You need to see you changed, so close but so distant. It's cold miles away from the loving voice.
This is a fan meet. This is not a concert. How do you do that? How do you make every performance of yours iconic? I do not understand what this magic is. They are literal legends, kings. I have chills all over my body. Like, Japan are so damn lucky. They always get amazing stuff. Okay, fine. He is so beautiful. Oh, that hair. Listen, there is so much going on in the music video of this. It's so concept heavy, so done up. And when you strip all of that away and you put them in these random outfits that they're wearing, it really doesn't matter, does it? Because what matters is the story that they're telling and their voices, and they are absolutely no less. Actually, they are more than what it was on the recording. Isn't that mad? That's quite crazy. That's something that is, you can visualize that music video anywhere, right? You just know exactly what is going on and exactly what they look like in this music video. Yet they're not doing any of that. And yet it takes you right back to that place. That is power. That's real, like, command over your craft and art. It's fantastic. I quite like the Japanese sound. Oh, so young. Where's Top? This is not on. They can't be giving me a killer performance like this. And he's not even there. Finley has such nice longing and romance in his voice. That is beautiful. I think Daesung really has the killing part in this song. That line is so powerful. That is chilling, isn't it? It's actually chilling to watch that. I love the breaks in that song. I really love the ending of that song, as chilling as it is. Yeah, wow. Okay, I really feel like I've been missing out on watching their live performances. How dare I? Their concerts are massive. Cute. I honestly don't listen to Lies enough. It's a crime. Ugh. I think that Big Bang must always have a live band on their concerts because their songs just hit differently like that. Can you believe that that boy became this man? I will never forget the first time I consciously took in the image of what GD was, right? And I can't remember exactly, were they performing Haru Haru? And it might have been that Tokyo Dome concert and the red jacket. And I was just like, who the hell is this guy? That was my first memory of him. And it was killer. Oh, so handsome. That sounds killer with a live band. There is nothing like that. Listen to those drums. What a gorgeous man. Can you tell I'm in a mood today? Disgusting. I'm gonna slap him. I think God was probably too kind to Top because imagine looking the way that he does, right? Having that build and then being able to pull off clothes because of that build and everything, right? And then the way that his voice hits you is rather shocking, no matter how many times you listen to it. And I really think that a lot of time was spent on putting him together. And I never come across people like this in my real life, and it is a damn shame. He is mad. Look at his gorgeous forehead. Oh, I swear that that is reused in Monster, is it not? And that kind of connection between all their songs, because I get a hint of Haru Haru from this song as well. And that continuity throughout the years, throughout their albums, is just so lovely. I think that I don't know if it was an intentional thing, but I really pick up on it. And I don't know if that's because they're putting their signature into all of their songs because they're creating it themselves. But I really love that. When you look at all of their music, it's very coherent. It's very, very them. Yes, they've done different stuff, a variety of different stuff. But they've been so true to themselves. They've approached different styles and genres as Big Bang, not as we are going to completely change the way we are in order to fit into a genre. They've kept themselves and then gone into it and given it a spin. And that is really, really refreshing. Too many groups nowadays get lost in concepts and in styles and genres, and Big Bang is definitely not one of them. When I look at the K-pop landscape, I can very clearly see why they are at the very top. And to be very honest with you, I think that the direction that the industry is going down, I really don't see anybody dethroning them, like, ever.
아직도 너를 못 잊어 아니 평생을 가도 죽어서까지도
Those
yeah
eyebrows, they
내가
mean
진
business.
상처 안 물었는지 미안해 아무것도 해줄 게
Love this hair. I love it. I beg your pardon. Every now and again, GD does stuff. All the time, actually. He does stuff that just shocks me. He dances so damn well, and then he does stuff like this, and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Like, seriously, take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror and just stop it. He does stuff like this, and then he disappears, and he's nowhere to be seen with no music in sight, and it's just like, why? What did we do to be punished? They were all feeling that performance, do you not think? Okay, at the end of every single reaction to any live performance, I think I'm always going to say to you, I don't listen to the song enough, and I cannot tell you why. It is really irritating. I don't know how it keeps getting skipped in my playlist. I'm going to have to do some searching because this is just not on. This song is just as great as all of the other songs that I keep trying to kill. Okay, that was a really, really nice performance. I like how they were all in it, all feeling it. Don't you think that the live instruments really add to that atmosphere and the artists then begin to really get into the mood as well? I think you can't always recreate that feel with a backing track. I love that. So many people there, what can they even see? I don't really have anything to say, but I just want to say that I have chills. He's such a fantastic mood setter. His voice is such an integral part of this group, isn't it? And I really love the music video for this song. I think that it's just such an iconic moment. I just know exactly what it looks like. The whole slow motion. I love the choreography of this, and this looks really chill. The desperation. We've already gone through so many moods. So we came in with Top. He was really like sullen and just really brought the mood down. And then we have the desperation from Daesung. So there's like, oh, like you're still alive. That is sort of a desperation. And then GD comes in with this repetitive line that takes you all the way to the next part of the song. And it's like, you kind of don't want to come to terms with what's happened. There's just such an array of emotions going on, such a wave. Such a well-written song. Listen to how the music's ramping up. I love how they're performing this. This is so chill. I just want to say the back of Daesung's jacket says City of London. I am claiming him as mine. Get your hands off. But in all seriousness, they're just performing it really chill. There is choreography. They are doing it, but they're kind of just marking it. They're taking a real moment to look around at the fans and to really soak in that atmosphere. And it's really lovely. And in a weird way, it's really adding to the atmosphere of the song. Such a dark subject. Oh. The difference between the way the both of them sing that is so crazy. It just tells you everything about who they are as artists. They're so wildly different, and yet they can still pull off the same line, give it different meanings, kind of give it the same meaning. It's just absolutely fabulous. I think that, yeah, the five of them are so unique in themselves. That whole thing is traveling, isn't it? I'm trying to focus on the lyrics. I have obviously seen these lyrics previously, but I'm trying to focus on them and I can't because he's got such a killer gaze that I just can't stop looking at his eyes. I love that bit with those two voices. Don't you think this is destiny? I really feel it. The five of them were meant to come together, and it just worked. It happened, it clicked, and it's eternal. The thing is, whether they come back as a five or not, ever, it's going to be eternal. There's nothing that's going to knock these songs, this feeling off that top spot. No matter who I listen to, who I alt, none of that really matters because I think the Big Bang are just on a whole other level. No one can compete with this. Do you know what they do? They take music out of the confines of K-pop and they make it for everybody. So you really forget that you're even listening to something that you don't necessarily understand. There's just, you feel it. It's really crazy how they've just, I don't know, the feel of the song, that emotion, that like almost like palpitation, that unsurety is in the music, it's in the melody, it's not just in the lyrics. So every aspect of the song, right to the visual, which I think, in my opinion, comes at the very end, um, is so well thought about in detail. Oh, nice.
君のこと思い出すよ考えれば叩く山の心の奥底で誓った孤独の飛び立ちこれから永遠と君が My girl oh 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 oh
It was so sad that Top's not there.
Alright 悲しめば涙が心に刺さり何かを伝えようとしてるこの僕に今までのことをこれからのこと忘れなんてしないよ君しかここにいないよいつまで僕だけの One girl
They look so dapper. Honestly, they look so handsome, so dapper, and it just made me think, why have they not done more sexy concepts? Really, is there something that I'm missing here where I just want them to wear like satin shirts and chokers and just be really sexy? Have I seen that? Does that exist? Let me know.
Say goodbye 気づかぬふりで二人出会っても隠さないで立ち止まらないで時が経てば忘れ時にただ身を任せて僕なしでも信用
Their mix between rapping and singing is just so perfect. I think that it just never interrupts the flow, even with Top, which is shocking. It just never interrupts the flow. I think there are so many songs, Full of Tears, especially where you don't really think that a rap is going to fit into it, but it does, and it would be missing if it wasn't there. Just, oh, they're unbelievable. I do prefer the Korean version. Why do I feel like Daesung is slightly, his throat is not 100%? He's struggling a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, he still sounds really good, but there's like a level of holding back, which he doesn't do. He really goes for it, but maybe, yeah, he's being careful. That man right there is an absolute genius because he sings in a lot of their choruses and he's not really, strictly speaking, a singer. That is wild, right? Any other group and that would be outrageous. And it is borderline outrageous, but it works so well. This is the thing that the heart of the group could be anybody because they could all do everything and there are only 5 of them. I think I've been thinking a lot recently about them moving forward as Big Bang as a 4 and I just don't see it happening, and that kind of, I'm kind of happy about it for the time being because so many groups do move forward without a member that has left or that has had a controversy, etc., etc. And obviously all of those situations are extremely different. But I really like how, when I'm looking at this situation, they're saying to me that they can't make do without Seungri and they don't want to continue at the moment as a 4. And I really love that. I think Still Life was just the fact that they released a music video, did not ever even speak about it, didn't promote it, didn't perform it. That is such a statement. And that is only a statement that could come from a group that is so popular, that is so strong. Like, I think the K-pop industry needs them. It's not the other way around. And I'm just so pleased. Maybe that's not what the reason is, but in my mind, that is the reason because they're deciding that they don't want to continue for the moment without Seungri. And that just makes me feel so good because they are who they are because they are 5 and that's it. Full stop. I don't think that you can be an OT4. I really don't think so. I disagree with that a lot. And you're probably going to hate me for saying that, but I'll take it. But I think that this is a group where it will always be about the 5.
Oh, girl, I cry, cry, yo, oh, say goodbye, bye, oh, my love, goodbye, lie, yo, heart, say goodbye.
I have to say, they all look really down here. They look tired, overworked, stressed. Top's not there. Whatever was going on in 2014, I hope the times were kind to our boys because, yeah, I don't like to see them like that.
난 아직도 사랑한다고 말하고 싶었지만 더 이상은 안 될 거라고 끝내 포기해 버렸던 네가 미워졌다기보단 더 보고 싶다 아쉽다기보단
No matter how many times he tries to tell us that he's a bad boy with the way that he presents himself and the way that he dresses, you just can't believe it because the minute he opens his mouth, he sounds like an actual angel. And he's so in touch with his emotions. I really get that. I'm going to take it that he has a lot to do with writing and composing the songs on his album, but he's quite open with his emotions. And I think men are not always well, I'm being really stereotypical, but men historically have not been that confident in sharing their emotions. Maybe women are find it a little bit easier. And yeah, he's just not one of them. He finds it really, really easy to connect with you on an emotional level. It's really, really
그리고
refreshing.
쉽게 하니까 쉽게 하니까 혹시 우연히 만나면 어떻게 할까 널 모른 척 사람들 속에 숨을까 이제 의미 없는 감정의 낭비겠지만 하루에도 몇십 번은 고민해
Oh,
약이라던 시간도 빼진 않는다 쉽게
oh,
아닌데 쉽게 아닌데 쉽게 아닌데
you're a married man. You're not supposed to be making me fall in love with you.
넌 이제야 행복하다고 미소를 짓겠지만
Don't you think that he's a really intense lover? I feel like he takes relationships really, really seriously.
이루어졌다기보단 더 보고 싶다 아쉽다기보단 너무 그립다 쉽게 아니까 쉽게 아니까 처음부터 너무
This is kind of what I was looking for. I think I've heard so much of that pushy singing, right? That this level, when you drop it down a touch, it's so beautiful. He is so easy to connect with anyway, but when you do this, you really feel like you're the only other person watching this performance.
나도 익숙했잖아 오랜 시간 만나온 연인들보다 이젠 의미 없는 추억 속의 일이지만 하루에도 몇십 번은 고민해 약이라던 시간도 빼진 않는데 쉽게 아닌데 쉽게 아닌데 쉽게 아닌데
Really?
너로 채워진 내 맘을 비우려 해봤지만 혹시 영화 같은 일이 내게 벌어질까만 같아서 하루에도 몇십 번 걸어 약이라던 시간도 빼진 않는데 쉽게 아닌데 쉽게 아닌데
I really, really love this song. It just feels like, I don't know, a story that you and I could tell. You know, it's just so, so relatable. And I know that it's on the sad side, but it kind of feels like a pat on the shoulder or a hug. You know, it kind of feels like that, like someone putting their hand on your shoulder and kind of saying, it's all right, like we all go through this.
쉽게 아닌데 나조차도 내가 날 보기 미안해 끝나버린 사랑은 묻고
And when he goes there,
싶은데
it's like nobody else. That is his sound. When he holds his notes like that is just such a beautiful sound. There's nobody that sounds like Taeyang. I think that if he was doing that, you'd be able to identify him. He's just so unique. There isn't anybody like him. And I want to reiterate, I think I said this probably every time I sit down to watch any of his stuff, that he's probably one of the only people that can take off his clothing and yet not that it doesn't overshadow his talent. Like he is very good looking. He is sexy. His body, his physique is amazing. But not once in that did I kind of like felt I didn't feel like I was drooling over it or that the main focus of this performance was his body. It was always actually the lyrics because I could see them. But if it wasn't the lyrics, if I didn't have them there, it would be his voice. It's so, so crazy because I think that some people try to compensate for a lack of talent with all of these layers, like with their body, their look, their styling. And he's really the opposite. I feel like he does it, he has that body because he enjoys working out, he enjoys being fit. Um, it's not the other way around. There's nothing to cover up here. That voice is more than enough.
Do it again, right? No, we gotta do it again,
Oh, yes. I love this concert with the red jackets. I love this song. I will forever love this song. I will never be bored of this song. Ugh. Yes. Excuse me, where are you going? Look at this walk. This graceful. I predict that this is going to be my most favorite concert. Like when I get to watching all of them at some point in my life, I think this will be my favorite. I just don't know what it is. Their energy. This is a live band as well, right? And it's just so good. The way that they're looking, they are on point. Wow. Kill him. Ooh, ooh. How nice was that? The way that they broke that into two chunks and the music changed through all of that as well. And how they're traveling across the stage. Very, very nice. It's so natural. Look at Taeyang. Nothing is going to stop that man from dancing. I don't blame him. Gosh, Seungli really sounds like the track. He honestly does. Like, exactly. Everything is exactly the same. There is no denying that boy's voice. I love the choreography, and I love how they're all facing outwards as well. Come on. You know what I really love is because obviously they're so young when they're starting out, and like sometimes you look back at stuff that you've put together and you cringe ever so slightly because obviously things were different, trends were different back then, and your mind was very different. Like you learn every damn day of your life. And I don't think that I would ever look back at any of these. Like if I were them, I would never look back at any of this and like even cringe. I would be so proud of all this stuff. Their lyrics, their flow from day bloody one has been just, it's through the roof. Like their level of talent, no wonder why they just blew up, right? You can see it. It is all the way there, all throughout their career. You can see exactly why they are considered the best. Oh, wait, when did Taeyang take his jacket off? And why did it take him so long? Don't they just look like superstars? It's the kind of footage that you would use to put together something like a tribute to a group that have been together for like 60 years, you know, like a Lifetime Achievement Award. This is that kind of footage. This is the vibes that it gives me because they're so like, it's just, oh, perfect. Ooh, my goodness. Taylor looks unbelievable. Oh, again, another iconic performance. I just cannot believe that I've waited this long to watch that. That was unbelievable. They were feeling it. I think that they really enjoy their songs, don't they? I think maybe less for them, but for a lot of other artists, where in the beginning days you don't really get a say in what you're doing and what you're putting together. And then when you're performing those songs, you don't really feel for them as much because they're put together more by the company than they are put together by you. And I just don't get that with them. I think that they really enjoy themselves and not enjoy themselves that they're running around, playing around, goofing around, anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they're really feeling the music. Like there was not a moment in that that one member was not dancing, feeling the rhythm, the beat. They were just really performing, you know? Do you know what? This is one of my most favorite Big Bang songs. Oh. Wow. Better than the track. Unbelievably perfect. What else can I even say? Mm. They allocate their parts so well as well. Can you see how it's so important for Daesung to have this part because he's ramping up the energy to go into the chorus. He can have that real like intense pull into the chorus, right? Ugh. desperation. Do you know how damn painful that is to hear? It is a damn shame. It is a damn shame that we will not be hearing anything from that voice. What a fantastic voice Lee has. My goodness. Oh. Excuse my language, but it is a fucking shame that we will not hear that voice again. That is such an emotive, such a rounded, such a powerful voice. And I think if I could, I would have him as one of my alts because his voice, you know how much I raved about his solo stuff before and how I love his pronunciation, how I feel that longing, that despair, that romance in his voice. He's just such a beautiful, strong leading man. And yeah, it really hurts when you really focus on that voice. It really hurts.
I never find better, better than you. Tell me goodbye, tell me goodbye. 닿기 심할 것 같아요. Tell me goodbye, tell me goodbye. 하나서 수많은 일을 모두 남긴 가야 사실하잖아 또 baby. Tell me goodbye, tell me goodbye. And it's so said it just so happened. It could be better. Something to be scrapping, but I just can't let you be less than happy. I said no tapping. I could have lived it myself, and it's like it. The thing that you learn, baby, you become her. Between they learn what is in this world. I feel the ache into my body. It just take a bigger part of me to let you go. I wish this one so.
The way they perform their songs, the way they write their songs, it makes you think that it is reality. It's not just a story that they are telling. Each and every one of them have lived this story and they are retelling it to us. It just, you feel it. Being in that environment, like I'm surprised that it's not pin drop silence. This is that kind of a song. I am feeling this song to my absolute core. And you see why I'm telling you that this song is one of my most favorite Big Bang songs. I love how they sound singing in Japanese. I love the mood of this song as well. I love how each one of them gets such a shining moment as well. Ugh. You know what? I would really love it if they just dropped the music and suddenly went into, they kind of do that layered chanting, kind of almost a cappella. That would be so, so nice. I would really love a performance of this song like that. Kind of like what they do with Haru Haru, but with this. Well, that just blew my brains out, didn't it? I absolutely love that. And this is what I mean. Can I go back? Will you hate me? I don't even care. Hate me. The way that crept in. Again, you look like that. You sound like that. And then you do this. You are just out to kill people if you're doing this. This is a very dangerous man. You see how they're all feeling it? I love that. Watching GD through all of this, chiming in on the chorus has been so kind of like eye-opening. He's really, really feeling this song. Ugh. I love that Seungri has the last line. Sorry. Don't judge me. Wow, listen to VIPs. Now, this song is one of the greats. It will forever be remembered as one of the greats. He really wrote a classic when he put this down, didn't he? It's like the ultimate heartbreak ballad. He's so beautiful. Chills.
여전히 널 느낄 수 있지만 거진 불꽃처럼 다 들어가 버린 우리 사랑 모두 다 너무 아프지만 이제 널 추억이라 부를게.
He sings that with such ease. It's quite crazy. I think I'm gonna have to go back and refresh my memory on the covers that I've heard, because I'd heard this song through covers previously, and there's nobody that can sing it like him. His voice is so beautifully built for a song like this, and it's so personal to him as well that only really he can do it justice. He just, I mean, he could be hung upside down by just his big toe and he'd still be able to sing that live exactly like that. It's really, really astonishing how wonderful this man's voice is. It must have been like that from the very beginning. I think that he would, through the years, would just tuned in his ear to make sure he stayed on pitch and that he is able to extend his range and he became a little bit more stylized. I can see that. But that voice, that wonderfully riffy voice, has been there from the very beginning. Those lyrics. He's singing that better than the track. This is crazy. They should replace the track with this version because he's singing it better. It's more, I don't know what this is. Like, it's, excuse my language once again, but this group is just full of mind fucks because all they do is just fuck with your mind. Like, they're better than the tracks, they're better than the music videos, they're better looking in real life. They are so incredibly talented. Like, yeah.
여전히 널 느낄 수 있지만 거친 불꽃처럼 다 드러나도 네 우리 사랑 모두 다 너무 아프지만 이제 널 추억이라고
See how Never overdoes the emotion as well. You could so easily get a really emotive singer, somebody theatrical to come in and sing this. And of course, they would do a great job because it's written so well. However, he never overdoes it. He delivers it in his own style. And I love that. Like, this guy just never shies away from being himself. He's got such a style. Don't go.
하늘 바라보는 너의 까만 눈 향기로운 수면 담은 너의 코 사랑해 사랑해
See what I mean? Because he could sing the hell out of this song, really overdo it, but he doesn't. He sings it really precisely, I would say is the word. And precisely because if you're too, like, what he's trying to say through the song, if he said it too desperately, the person on the receiving end of it could be annoyed, could be frightened by that. So the message needs to be delivered in a real precise way, and that's how he delivers it. I think so many people oversing this song.
내게 속삭이던 그 입술을 나
Oh, I love the ad libs.
너무 아프지만 이제 또
I'm just gonna run and continue to sing like an angel.
너의 눈, 코, 입날 만지던 그 손, 그 작은 손톱까지 다 Everybody 거친 불꽃
This is an anthem, an absolute heartbreak anthem.
이제 널 추억이라 부를게
I think everybody there was so incredibly lucky to watch that concert because I'm seeing some unbelievable performances come out from this Maid concert. I think, yeah, he's created a monster, hasn't he? Because for as long as he lives, he will have to sing that song. And I hope he does. He's never getting away from it because that song is what defines him, in my opinion. It shows him off wonderfully. And it's such a moment in his life as well that when you get to know him, when you get to know his love story, how can you not fall for that, right? Everyone is a sucker for a love story. And to see him and the story like move forward after that, it's just so wonderful. um I want more. Like, can I do a marathon of just Taeyang singing this song on every show? Is that allowed? Would you be fed up? Serious question. Would you be fed up if I did that with any songs? Because I'm seriously considering going mad. That's it. I am finally here. I think this song has been recommended to me at least 100 times. So I'm really, really eager. Ah, what a wonderful opening to the song, the freshness of Taeyang's voice taking you straight into that story. And can't you just feel that setting? You can imagine being there. It kind of sounds like a one-sided phone call or like a voicemail message or messages that you're writing to somebody that is not nearby, at least. Um, I'm thinking that this is going to turn sad really quickly because I can tell by the tempo of the song. Oh, wow. Suddenly, Daesung makes it really sad. You know what I mean? The sadness crept in as soon as he opened his mouth. That was really nice. It's astonishing that this is live and they're actually focused on doing other things. Like, what are they sharing? Gifts for VIP. And they're even managing to sound like angels doing that.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, how beautiful is that song? That, like, it makes your heart happy, but it also hurts your heart at the same time. That kind of a feeling. I really like, actually, visually. Does this have a music video? Really important question. But I really like how visually they're just looking at VIP and feeling the love and sending out the love. I just really like watching them like that. They just look really content. Like, this is what their life is all about. Everything that happens, all the hardships and everything led to this moment. And it's so beautiful to see this happen. But these lyrics, oh, I love how they've created this atmosphere of reminiscing. You really feel that in the way that they're recounting the story, all the wonderful things, all the little details. Are those the kind of things that you take into account when you're in a relationship or when you're no longer in it? Those sort of things, those little things that matter, not the big, massive things, not the presents, not the holidays that you'd been on together. Those little things, that touch, the warmth, those hugs, the way that you look at someone. Like, I don't know if you've ever had someone in your life that continue to be in your life, but you have to then pretend that they're a complete stranger, even though you were once inseparable. That is a whole other level of pain to constantly see that person and be reminded of that, but pretend that you aren't. That's really, really hard. And this is a real specific emotion, isn't it? But I love the overall message of this, that we should just be kinder. It's almost like the things that you want to be able to say, but either don't have the opportunity to anymore, it's not the right time, or that you didn't have the guts to say. I'll be honest with you, I didn't once think about the rappers. I just thought this was a beautifully sung song, and I did not think how either of these two were going to come in and fit into that. But what do they do? I mean, I know I'm yet to hear what Top has to say, but I already know it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be heartfelt. It's going to be catchy. It's going to fit perfectly with the overall feel of the song. And yeah, I can't believe that I thought they were not going to be a part of it. Oh. Oh my God, it is just such a delight to hear them both rapping in English. I can't help but constantly look down at the lyrics. I'm so used to it now. But singing, like hearing them singing, rapping in English is just so beautiful. Like as if this song wasn't 10 out of 10 anyway. They've made it 100 out of 10. Like how do they manage to do that? Like it's something else, isn't it? At this very moment in time, I am questioning why I even bother listening to any other group. Shh, don't tell anyone. Um, but yeah, why even bother when everything you could ever want or ever dream of is right here with these five? Like, this is how they make me feel. They make me feel like I belong. I don't feel like I'm cool enough, still not cool enough to listen to Big Bang, but they make me feel like I belong because they're really real. They're themselves. Ups, downs, heartbreak, anger, everything. They own it. And it's all so relatable. I can't believe that those are live vocals. Like that just messes with your mind. Wow, I would be really embarrassed to be people that mime because there's just no comparison. When you listen to somebody that can do this live, you know that they belong on that stage and that they have worked really hard. They were born to be there, right? But they've also worked really hard to be there. And then when you get people that just rock up and mime to a backing track and give you a dance routine more than anything else, to be honest, and perfect visuals, like it's really bad. No wonder why there will never be another Big Bang. Like, honestly, that song was beautiful. I think that if I say loser is something that I adore and that I relate to so much, I think that this song is also there. It's like the Japanese equivalent. I think Tell Me Goodbye might have just been overtaken. Now I see why you've been recommending this for so long and why so many of you love this song, because it's the feel of it, the lyrics of it, it's just so beautiful. It's so perfect.
Whoa.
I know what this song is. I feel like I'm entering a cult when I listen to this song.
더 크게 더 크게 더 크게 더더더
To be honest, it's such an unlikely song for me to just love and adore as much as I do. It's addictive. Oh wow, this is going to be one hell of a performance. When you are in a stadium with that many people, how do you translate your energy? You're only five little people, right? On a stage, right at the very other end, but you need to translate that energy. And yes, you do it through your songs to a certain extent, but that is a huge weight to have on your shoulders. And they really do it so well, don't they? Because their live performances are just so full of energy. And when I say full of energy, I don't mean that they're jumping around all over the place. They're really just invested in themselves. This sounds so good with a live band. Just when I thought I couldn't love this song anymore. Top's really enjoying himself. Like his eyebrows. I will never forget how he looked in the music video at this precise moment. I kind of want to say that this is a really important song in all of their music, right? It's a real stop moment. But I feel like all of their songs are like that, so it really wouldn't be right for me to say that. It's a real notable song. I think it's definitely an anthem. It's something that when you mention Big Bang, you have to mention Bang Bang Bang, and everybody knows what it sounds like. Everybody can sing along to it. It is just one of those moments. Um, Again, I didn't ever think I would love it. The first time I actually heard a snippet of this song was in a compilation video of the most popular songs from each specific year. And I'll be honest with you, I think I probably judged Big Bang and I thought, they're one of those groups that went after what was trendy in their time. But actually, getting into Big Bang, listening to it for the very first time, the song is very much more than what it kind of seems the first time you listen to it. Um, it's not just trendy. It's actually really hard hitting when you focus on the lyrics, and it's just so you can't help but be in that trance, but want to get up and jump about and really feel every part of this song. Dayton, get that shirt off. Cool. Oh my god, the way Top sounds in this. How could you? Oof. Their energy is crazy. What a transition. I do put these two songs on the same page. Not at the same level, in my opinion, but on the same page. I love the choreography of this. Are they doing it? Do it. Their music sense is so great. If you don't know yourself very well, you'll keep making music that doesn't sell you like this. I think that's when people, that top 2%, top 1% really make it. It's when you know yourself, you can write for yourself. Because I think a lot of people write things that are sometimes bigger than them, something that they can't necessarily handle, something that doesn't suit them. But I think Big Bang had this real understanding of who they were and real trust in each other to do that for themselves, right? And they all bought into it. They all really got into it as well. Um, and yeah, that I think that is the secret to their success, that they were a self-producing group and probably one of the first self-producing groups. And they were given basically the reins of their career. I really, really am appreciative to YG for allowing them or recognizing that in them and letting them do that because, yeah, I think that their journey and them as artists would probably not be on the similar level if they didn't write and compose their own stuff. And that goes back to what I was saying a couple of songs ago, that they're all really feeling it. They're all really enjoying it, artistically, not just having fun because they're famous and because they've got a sold out concert, right? They're really enjoying it because they enjoy the music. It's because it's them. It represents them. They are Big Bang. Big Bang is them. They are the brand to the core. And that is what makes them elite. That's what makes them that 1%. Oh. Has he tried to cover up his tattoos in this? I will never be over his eyebrows. I love this. The live bands really, really just elevated all of these songs. Oh. In the middle of all of that noise, this angel appears. And so does the devil, apparently. Their live voices are so good. Ooh. This is just one massive party. I'm so jealous. That is some violent headbanging. He's such a goof. They did not just transition into sober like that. Oh. That is sexual. The way he moves, the things that he does, only he does that. Where are you going? He's a comedian, isn't he? Oh, this song is so good. They play instruments. My God, he's handsome. They play instruments, don't they? I am so easily distracted, aren't I? They play instruments, don't they? Third time lucky. Fourth time lucky. They play instruments, don't they? I would love for them to have put on a performance where, or even recorded a song where they were being a band, like a traditional pop rock band or something like that. That would have been awesome because they fit all these different styles. And yeah, that would have it's just something I want them to do. You know, the average person, all of their sound comes out from their voice box and from all of this going on down here. But for Daesung, all of his sound comes out of his eyebrows. That's why he hides his forehead, because that's where all of the business is happening. So, stop it right now. Be careful. Is he gonna fall? This aside, I was actually going to talk about Daesung and sort of say that that's the most I've seen him like kind of take his clothes off. His shirt's all wet, kind of transparent. You don't really see that from him that often. I mean, T.O.P is a nun, so you don't see anything ever. I think I've probably seen his ankle like once. But it's okay. Just GD knows. He knows. He heard me.
Yeah.
This is like a 12-minute performance, isn't it? And not once has their energy fallen. Not even the slightest. He's like, let's get serious for a second.
Let's go.
Oh, he got that note in mid-air. This man's ridiculous. Really, I only rewound it because I wanted to hear Top's oh, oh, oh. They're just showing off now. Like, this is just, we can sing anyhow. We could keep going for an hour. We wouldn't be out of breath. We wouldn't be tired. You would be tired. You'll all be on the floor, but we'll still be dancing. What a great 3 songs to put together. That's a great segment in the show. To be fair, I don't see Cindy's flesh very often either.
Clap your hand, everybody, Korea. Clap your hand, clap your hand. Let's sing along.
Top can't help but be an instrument.
Beautiful song.
That was an unbelievable, unforgettable performance. I don't think that those 3 are my top favorite songs or anything like that, but that was so enjoyable. I felt like I was there. I feel privileged to have watched that. Can you imagine having been there? Were any of you actually there? Did you see this in real life? I'm so jealous. I think that if I'm talking in all seriousness about performances and albums, I will always be jealous that I didn't know Big Bang when Made came out and that I didn't see all the promotion around that. And I think that, like, any of their concerts, that's the concert that I would love to see. I think that that is the standard that I expect from everybody in terms of live singing, not getting sucked into too much choreography, too much going on stage, using all of the lighting that much. This is what I expect to see. This is, like, in my opinion, for me, what a real concert is all about. Like, having fun, pumping up the audience, getting them to sing along with you, showing them basically that you're invincible. That's what this is all about. That was absolutely amazing.
T.O.P.
Some of those seats up there are just terrible. You wouldn't even be able to see anything. You're like behind the stage. So often when I think about music like this, or when I think about rock music, because I'm talking specifically about that guitar right there, I think about voices, for example, like Daesung, that sound like kind of like that electric guitar. And I think, how can they match up from it? How can they pierce through the guitar, right? But I so often forget that actually a voice like Top's can match up to that instrument so nicely. I've seen him be an instrument in so many of these videos. It's unbelievable. There's so much he can do with his voice, and he's so entertaining. But that, what a sound that is! His deep, bellowy voice with that guitar, like, oh, that was something that I didn't really know that I needed. Like, I love rock music, and I really love rapping. And being really specific, Top's rapping, right? His deep voice and those two. wow. Ugh. I like how this has been staged because he's obviously not there. He's singing that live. But yeah, this guy is getting all the limelight and I love that. How nice is that? You see this scale of concert. This is the scale that I have been really used to. Being a Michael Jackson fan, like all of his concerts, all of his live shows were at this level. So when I look at K-pop and all of the different artists that I love, that I watch, that I react to, that I don't react to, none of them really have this control over their audience. I think there's one group, a more current group, that kind of do, but that's a whole other story, which I won't really get into. But this is that Michael Jackson level, in my opinion, right down to their costumes, right down to where they take like emotional breaks, where they repeat stuff, the way that they end their songs. The whole show has been really, really well thought out, I think. And that's not something that just happened instantly. That probably came with year upon year. He's iconic. But we get to see his face. Can you imagine him having a comeback soon? And how this song, if he performs it, is going to make everybody feel. It's funny. He's kind of like preempted the future because I think that the whole industry will blow up when he has a comeback. Oh, that lighting. Dude, that sounds so good.
Let's go.
Again, he's feeling it. He's playing with it. I really like that. I don't think I've seen that much of that from Top, as in he's really enjoying all of these performances. Hold on, is this from the same concert as the previous set? He just seemed to be in a really good space there, really enjoying it. Whoa. Holy crap. Did you hear that build? I mean, the song is different. It sounds really different with the live guitar and everything. They've changed it up. It's become even bigger than what it was. I think that beat was really prominent in the original track and that's kind of disappeared. But what keeps it, that beat is then brought forward with his voice because he does have that almost monotonous sound. Um, and then, yeah, the guitar is just going wild. A song that I think is already like outrageously good has just become even more than that. Like, what word can I use other than outrageous? That is just filthy. I love this suit he's wearing. He looks like a Rubik's Cube.
Let's go.
Oh. Look at how they're playing with the audience. They're toying with us. Whoa. So this performance is 6:42 and it took for him 6 minutes and 10 seconds to actually come out into the spotlight. That's the power of Top. That's the power of Big Bang. Like he teased and teased for 6 minutes and nobody got irritated. And when he finally, for the last 30 seconds or so, came out of the shadows into the spotlight, the whole place erupted. That, that, I've never seen that. No other K-pop idol has shown me that before. Let's watch it again. I honestly love this suit. I think that must be one of the best performances of his whole damn career. That was one of the best things I've ever seen. I can't believe I've just seen that. I am just absolutely pumped. I'm gonna go and like punch a wall or something in a minute because I can't actually punch him, can I? I think they're the only group that I keep saying I'm gonna go in there and slap them because it's disgraceful how talented they really are. Like how? Somebody answer me right now, how? This is not a fan meet, this is a concert. Oh my god, they're so casually dressed. Are they in the wrong place? Don't tell me Top's not there again. Oh, wow. I love him so much. I feel like I have to protect myself from getting so hurt because I just, oh, I want to love him. I want to see more of him. And it's just a constant cycle of getting hurt. He's got such a pure voice, such an angelic tone. It is just when you listen to it, you just get so sucked into that sound that I could just listen to. When I heard this song for the first time, him singing it, I was just like, whoa, like really taken aback. He's just such a fantastic singer. I think that, yeah, he was someone that was born with a very natural talent. And yeah, he's worked really, really hard on it. And he's gone out and experimented and tried different stuff and that. But actually, the core of who he is lies with this sound, with these really pure emotional ballads.
If you 무심하다 많이 야오나와 오늘같이 아리나와
See, this is a prime example of GD having the chorus, despite being a rapper. He makes everything so raw. Oh. So NSYNC were a little bit before my time, but I would say like that's the only group that I can really identify this feeling with. That if they were to have a comeback today, and re-sing all of those unbelievable songs, I would feel so much. I feel like I grew up with so many of their songs, and with them, then like my childhood was them delving out and doing solo stuff, and so I didn't really know them as a group. They'd already split by the time like I consciously was aware of what was going on, and like I think if they were to unite and I were to actually see them as a group, that would like really open my eyes. And I think that this is what I'm feeling with Big Bang because I never really saw them as a group. So I think that if in the future they do come together and I'm able to consciously witness that, that's going to be a really emotional thing for me because this is something that is just in my dream world. Like there's just a bubble here and it's in this dream world, right? It's unbelievable. It's something that's unmatchable. Is it really real? I constantly keep questioning that. Do I really love them? That's the question. Those are the thoughts that go through my mind. The moment they actually reunite, I think I will just completely break down because I won't really be able to believe that firstly, they're real. Secondly, that it's actually happened. And they just make me feel so nostalgic because they do capture that like late 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, that kind of a sound. And it's everything that I love and everything that I wish that idols today would, like move down that path, but they don't. Obviously, music and trends change, and I completely understand. You can't live in the past all the time, but I just really love that sound so much. So when I listen to this, I just get those feels of I imagine them coming back and singing this stuff. And I really think it will be just such a moment in history if they do, because they're really like on another level. The more that I'm getting to know different groups, the more that I'm realizing that actually, despite who I love and who I like and have liked, Big Bang and Shiny are some really important moments in the K-pop industry. And I'm not saying that those that came before or those that came after are not, but these two really kind of started to do something, right? Started to do something a little bit different, move in a different direction, create something that would then go on to be A, evergreen, B, quite groundbreaking, really. And there's just, I think what happens nowadays is that people kind of recreate that, try to constantly recreate what has already been created and try and call it new. And I think that they did it and it can't really be done again. They kind of broke the mold when they did it. Um, but it's interesting that they were up against each other as well because they're wildly different, right? But they were up against each other. It kind of just goes to show how small, in a sense, the K-pop industry is. Because when you look at the Western world, they would be in totally different. They wouldn't even be in the same category for awards, for example, because they're so different. Um, but yeah, it's really, I've got this wider landscape of what the industry looked like at that time and how important this artist is. And if they were to come back, how important a moment in history that will be. I can't believe how casual they are. GD wrote this song, right? Because he just really gets into this. Maybe even more than the other members. I love this bit. Mm. I really missed Top in that. I have to say that each one of them could perform that song as a solo and it would work. It honestly would, even Top. I think that is something really special. So many artists do that. So many groups do perform their songs, their group songs as a solo, and they sing it beautifully. But I think each of them could make that about themselves and really present that to us and make it different. It would be 5 different versions of the same song, 6 different versions, because there's the original, and then they would make their own. And I just think it would be really fantastic. I would love for them to do that. Did they ever cover each other's songs or do like swaps or anything like that? I'd love to watch something like part swapping or covers. Let me know. I think this song is really special. Do you think that Big Bang do emotional songs better than they do those wild, peppy songs? Because I really think they do. I think that there's something in the lives that they've lived, in the experiences that they've had, that make them so good at connecting to text like this. And again, because they are writing the stuff themselves, it means so much more, doesn't it? I'm trying not to be biased, okay? I promise. I'll make it up to you. All right? Sometimes I feel sad that I've discovered Big Bang because everything else is just not matching up. Nothing else will be the same. And I just feel really sad that why are they not having a comeback? Like, why? What did we do to deserve this drought? Like, I don't care if you're going to parties or if you have clothing lines. Like, I just want music. Is that so much to ask for? I just feel really sad. Maybe that's why I'm a VIP in denial because I don't want to be permanently sad. The thing is, if I add VIP to my list, I'll have to cross out everybody else. That's the truth. And I'm loyal. I can't do that. I'd rather be in denial. How awesome does he look in all white with that hair as well? I love this jacket. This is such a song that I could imagine like Usher having, you know, like this is the kind of stuff that I grew up listening to. And the fact that he does it, and actually I really love how he sounds. He doesn't need to sing in English. I don't want him to sing in English. I love listening to him singing in Korean. I think that it's just such a wordy language, and it's got some really interesting transitions between sentences that I love hearing him sing like that. I'm pretty sure he could sing everyone out the room if he were to sing in English. And I know that some of his songs have English versions too. Same with Big Bang songs. But actually, I really love how I'm really focusing on the lyrics because I don't understand it. I have this opportunity to turn on these lyrics, look at lyric videos, look behind the scenes, like really take in everything that's going on. I can hear the longing in his voice, the regret of not making something happen. And I don't know if I would have really thought of this song as anything that special if it were in English. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not putting him down, I'm not putting the song down by saying that. I'm just saying that I really appreciate this language and the original. I think that's how it should stay. I would just never want them to attempt to be something that they're not. As much as like there is demand for it, no matter how popular they got, just don't give in. This is fantastic. This is a very little barrier for me. So this is his solo concert, and there are a hell of a lot of people there. Now we have reached the end of this reaction video. However, this has a music video. I am so excited. This is by far the most stunning song I have heard in a very, very long time. I'm going to kill it. Watch me kill it. I am so excited. Let's go. Thank you so much for recommending this. I'm so grateful. You guys are the best. Baby Big Bang. Oh. Oh, you know what? They do sound better when they sing live. I think the recording somehow misses off that beautiful singiness in Taeyang's voice. However, he is singing lower, which I really, really love. I think the pronunciation sounds as though it's better in this recorded version than it was on the live stage. Oh, they're just fantastic. Either way, I don't care. Dae-san. You know what this song makes me want to do? It makes me want to scream it into my pillow and just cry my heart out. Why does it make me feel like that? Oh. sorry, but I'm getting really emotional. And then suddenly, GD, without the hat on, looks like Lady Gaga. When they were around, what was I even doing? Who was I loving at that time? And why was I not loving them? If I love them now, is it too late? Will they even know that I love them? These are the stupid things that go through my mind because I'm just like, I should have loved them when it meant something. So they knew, so they felt it.
Way hasn't been the same. In my heart, all I got is pain. Could it be that I played a game to lose you? I can't maintain. Sunlight, moonlight, you lit my life. Realizing the night while love shines bright. Can't let you go. We were meant for forever, baby. Let me know. Days pass without you, can't forget you. Living me the cloud hanging above me. Raining on me, missing your touch. Nights get long and it's hard to clutch. We are poor, breaks my heart. So for the best girl, you my world. In time, my love unfurls. Till then, wait for you, girl.
The lyrics were slightly different when they performed it live. I don't know if that was because they forgot the lyrics or they had to rework them. This was ever so slightly more wordy than that, but it's interesting. Well, now I'm really mad because you know what you don't do? You don't do that to ice cream. You were not expecting that, were you? You don't do that to ice cream. Ice cream is like a holy level of food. You eat that. That's all you do with that. You don't do anything else. How dare they mistreat ice cream? Justice for ice cream. Um, I really enjoyed going through that. I don't know how long this video is going to be once I edit it and post it and everything, but I've been sat here for a good almost 3 hours because of various reasons. I take a while to put my videos together, but my ass is numb, my knees hurt, my back hurts, my ear hurts because I have a lot of piercings and this is freaking painful. However, I would not change it for the world. That has been so fun. I just love them wholeheartedly. I want to love them wholeheartedly. But they're just not around, guys. Why? Like, do I want to break my own heart? I already do that enough. Like, should I just do it? Should I just pull it off? I just don't know. Tell me what to do. I, yeah, I think it's easy to say that if I went into Big Bang's world, they would be my alts, clearly. And there is just no comparison when it comes to Big Bang in terms of their musicianship, their writing, their live performances, their music videos. I love everything about them, even where they're a bit lacking. And I wouldn't even say lacking because they don't dance that much. And I really love dancing. Taeyang makes up for it. It's fine. I can deal with it. But that's not even lacking, is it? Let's be honest. They all dance fantastically. But if I'm going to say, like, even where in other people's eyes, they might not be perfect. For me, they really are. They're so fantastic. And it has been an absolute delight. I sound like I'm saying goodbye, like forever. It's been an absolute delight getting to know Big Bang. And I am so appreciative of you because without you, I wouldn't be at this point. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to put these videos together. I wouldn't have these fantastic recommendations. Listening to it would be very 2D. I think you guys have made my experience of Big Bang and my experience to becoming a VIP 4D. You really have. I really appreciate each and every one of you, even when you correct me, when you educate me, when you tell me off. I love it. Honestly, we're a big family. Please talk to me about all of these songs, all of these performances, and tell me about songs that I may have missed and tell me what to do next. I think that there are quite a few Big Bang songs that I have not heard. So please, where do I go from here next? What other music videos, new songs do you want to see me react to in the next video? Thank you so much for joining me for that reaction. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to my channel for lots more content. Like the video if you liked it, of course, and until I see you next time, take care. Stay safe. Bye.